Happy New Year, everybody. John from the Worship Portal here with the State of the Channel 2024. This video is a little bit of a look back at 2023 to see what happened, as well as a look forward to 2024, and I'm really excited to share what I have going on this year. Firstly, hit the subscribe button so you can stay informed, and you definitely won't want to miss a lot of these things that are happening this year. Now, let's take a look back at 2023. Now for me, 2023 was a necessary year of resetting rhythms and creating organization for the channel. Before 2023, I was just making songs as fast as I could, uploading them as soon as they were done, all while trying to stream weekly, do the odd vlog here or there, review products, and make other special videos. It was chaotic, and boy did it show. Things were unorganized, things were messy, nothing was on any form of schedule. You guys didn't know whenever videos were coming out, and it was just, like I said, chaotic. So when 2023 started, I decided to stop all other content, which was streams, special videos, reviews for the most part, and focused on what was working and what was pushing the channel forward, which was tracks. Now I scheduled those out to release on the 1st and the 15th of every month so you would know when they would happen and so there'd be consistency to it. Not only did this allow for a scheduled and organized approach to how I would release content, but it also allowed me the necessary time to work on something I've needed to work on for a few years, which was the back-end organization of the channel. Whether I liked it or not, the Worship Portal was becoming a small business where thousands of people would buy tracks or buy resources. This meant I really needed to clean up a lot of my messy digital infrastructure, create a new website, consolidate the multiple places that I had resources down to just one, which was theworshipportal.com. Now, all of this made 2023 a really good year in terms of revenue, in terms of income, in terms of organization, and some pretty solid growth, but it did not build the community at all. But ultimately, that was the plan. I felt like I needed a solid foundation before I could continue to build the community. But that's where 2024 comes in. I want to flip that, and I want to make sure that this year is that year of building that community back up, all while keeping the digital resources and the organization as that solid foundation. Now, the first piece of that is actually some huge news, is that I've hired a music producer to help me record tracks. Now I know what you're saying, John, we love your tracks, why do you need someone else? All right, no one's saying that. But I've said on stream many times, back when I used to stream, that I don't think I'm that good at producing these tracks. I just have a good ear and I've got it to sort of a formula where I can smash some out. But an amazing producer by the name of Choi has joined the Worship Portal, and he's going to be producing 2 tracks per month. You're actually going to see his first track on the 15th of January this month. Jeff is going to be contributing tracks to our growing catalog on theworshipportal.com, on Loop Community, and maybe some other places this year. But what that has allowed is that has freed up a lot of my time to focus on some of the more nuanced tracks that I want to produce, but also push a lot of the community aspects of the channel that I've wanted to get back into. One of the big ones being live streaming. I'm actually sitting in my new live streaming studio with a new setup. There'll be a video coming out this week showing you how I set this up and what gear I'm now using. But for those who are newer to the channel, you may not know, pre-2023, I streamed live for 2 years straight, every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. EST. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've missed in 2023 is that ability to connect with you all on that personal and just sort of like just chatting level. And, you know, we would watch covers, we would listen to music, we would just kind of see how each other are doing in our lives. It was a really great time of connection, and it's something that I've missed ever since I took 2023 off those community aspects. But I'm really happy to announce that the Worship Portal is going to start going live again weekly in February. If you have any requests or ideas about what I do when I go live, or even when I go live, Monday nights probably aren't the best night anymore, but if you have an idea, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know. In addition to live streaming, I'm now able to produce a lot more videos this year, not only because of Jeff, the new producer we have on staff, but also because of a lot of new gear that I've been able to purchase this year because I was able to pull back and focus on sort of the business side of things last year. And that includes a lot of things, from the new streaming setup, which includes editing software, a new light, the new camera, everything that we're using right now. It's really easy and very quick for me to produce videos these days. And what that means for you is a lot of series that are coming up. One series I'm really excited about this year is almost a worship leadership 101. A lot of you guys know that I produce tracks, but ultimately I've been a worship pastor at 3 large churches. And along the way, I've been able to take over from some rough situations, but also take over from some good situations and really do something special in those ministries. So what I want to do is share a lot of those best practices, a lot of those tips, and a lot of that, those organizational skills that I learned along the way to help push worship teams to the next level. I want to share that with you guys. In addition to that, I've got a lot of great ideas for series surrounding studio setups at different price points, but also how to listen to a track and be able to kind of draw out the bass guitar or the electric or whatever you're trying to figure out, and how to listen, how to do that active listening in a track that I do when I produce tracks. Suffice it to say, this year is going to be filled with, hopefully, a lot of great videos, and I'm really excited to see which ones you guys are going to resonate with, and just show me by hitting that like button. Something else that 2023 allowed me to do, because I was focused on sort of the organizational aspect, is I discovered that I love to vlog, and I really enjoy that. Now, I'm not going to be doing a daily vlog, I'm not Casey Neistat, but what that does mean is I do want to have some Sunday vlogs, because right now, these days, I do lead worship from time to time at my current church, but I'm mostly focused on the digital or technical aspects. You know, anything from running sound, turning the building on, all that kind of stuff. So I want to bring you some Sunday vlogs about how I am serving at my church, and to show you what we do, and who knows, maybe that'll even open up to some of you guys, hint, hint, inviting me to your church, and I'd love to come to your church and see how you do things. I believe one of the best ways that we can encourage each other is sharing how we do things, especially on the production and technical side of things. Like, a quick story about that is we host a yearly conference for our denomination at my church. And I love the ability that we, as the tech team, who all come from different churches within New Jersey and New York, we all come together and we learn from each other. People ask questions about, what are you using these stream decks for? You know, what is this computer next to the sound desk? What do you use that for? How do you do this? And I love asking them, well, if you don't do it this way, how do you do it? Because ultimately, maybe they got a better idea or a better way to do something, or have some new technology, or have discovered a new app that will just blow our minds. So that collaboration is really cool, and I love sharing how to do that. So not only do I want to do that for you guys with my church, but I'd love to see if any of you guys are kind of in the Northeast, maybe a little further, how you do things. Now, all these extra videos that I'm planning this year really are thanks to Jeff, who's able to help out, but I'm looking to hire some other people too. So Jeff's really helping out with the multi-tracks side of things. But if you're skilled at making multi-tracks, I want to hear from you. Send me a DM on Discord or on Instagram. I want to hear from you, because I would love to open up this to bring more people onto the team. You know, because more tracks equals more opportunity for you guys to get resources to use at your churches and to bless you guys. But in addition to producers, I'm also looking to get thumbnail editors, maybe even some video editors. You know, if I'm looking to do all of these video series, I'm going to need some help with editing those videos. So if you're skilled in any of those creative areas that YouTubers need, being graphic design, thumbnails, maybe even social media ads, things like that, I would love to hear from you. Hit me up on Discord or hit me up on Instagram, and let me know that you're interested, and just shoot me some information, maybe like a portfolio and that kind of stuff. I'd love to talk to you about it. Finally, I know a lot of you started watching the Worship Portal back in the days when I uploaded every single key, all 12 keys to this channel, and it became a really great resource for you guys to send to your teams. And because of how the YouTube algorithm worked, a couple of years ago, I had to stop that. So I only upload the original, sort of the general male and the general female key. And while that's helped a lot with the algorithm, it hasn't helped with resourcing you guys. And I know a lot of you didn't like that change. So what I did is I actually made it a paid perk on Patreon. So if you paid $2 a month, you got access to all of those on my Discord. You could get all those 12 keys. And while that worked, and honestly, some people did that, I just don't think it's having the impact that I originally wanted it to have. Like, I wanted to be able to just help worship teams without necessarily putting things behind a paywall. So what I'm gonna do, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start releasing all of those 12 key videos on the Worship Portal Plus YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to that, here's the link. There's a link in the description. Go subscribe to it. No paywall, no worrying about the algorithm, because it's on a completely separate channel that I don't really care if the videos don't do well. Ultimately, I just want this to be a great resource for you guys. So please use these tracks, send them to your teams, practice well, and strive for excellence in your worship. And I know it's not all about the numbers, but this year it really is a desire of mine to get to 100,000 subscribers, mostly because you guys know I have copyright issues on this channel, especially if you watched during my streaming couple of years. You know I have a lot of issues with copyright on this channel, and I'd love to talk to somebody at YouTube about that. And they really won't talk to you unless you have 100,000 subscribers. So I'm really hoping that offering these extra videos, more tracks, more things that are going to be relevant to you and will hopefully help bless you and your ministry. Hopefully that'll help you guys see some value in what we do. And if you want to hit that subscribe button and help us get to 100,000, that would be a huge help. But anything from a like to a subscription on Patreon, to just interacting with my content, or even purchasing something from theworshipportal.com goes a really long way to showing not only me that you appreciate what we're doing, but also showing YouTube that this channel has value and it should be doing better. Hope you appreciated this update, the State of the Channel 2024. And like I said, if you guys have any thoughts or questions or concerns, or just something you want to let me know, hey, that's what the comments down there are for. Please hit like, subscribe, share, man, do all the YouTubey things that I never say in my videos. I gotta get better at that. Someone help me with that too, all right? Hey, you have a great day. Really appreciate you watching. Peace out.